Okay, so this is our fourth and final spin for today. This is Holiday Lemmings, or at least it would have been if we hadn't beaten all the Holiday Lemming games on the Amiga. So we're continuing off with a custom-made one that I designed called Holiday Lemmings 24 to 25, even though the year is 2026. So we did a little bit of this sometime 1 month ago. No, sorry, 1 month ago. What am I talking about? I mean, like last year. Yeah, easy to get last year and 1 month ago mixed up. And we're basically continuing where we left off. This is level 17. And we're starting to involve different lemmings. So in addition to the ones that drop off the trapdoor, you get neutral lemmings as well. This one is a mechanic lemming. So he specializes in fixing traps. So you need to guide this neutral lemming to safety. Neutral lemmings are like regular lemmings, except we have no control over them. And because he's not a floater, we have to be careful. So dig deep, but not too deep. Also, sorry, how is my voice over the game music? The game music, because I can easily adjust it. So how is it? How is it? Because I'm using a bit of a well, I was gonna say my headset's a little bit dodgy at the moment because it's kind of weird because I know other people can hear it fine. People can hear my voice okay, but my volume. The volume that I'm listening to is very, very, very quiet. It's okay. Okay, cool. So we want to make sure that this guy is in the lead. Because he's, yeah, that's a little trap there. It's quite cool because you might have seen this one in Oh No More Lemmings. The grinder basically grinds up your lemmings. It's cool to kind of see it animated. But you want to have him in first because he is the default fixer-upper. I think they're called like mechanic lemmings. And because now we're in the lead, we have to bash out this barrel and then build over the cement. And then whilst that's happening, probably best I pause that so we could go. There we go. Play this for the next 4 hours. Well, I was going to say we got, I think we got 2 or 3 segments of this left on the wheel. So the next time we do a Zeal wheel stream, it's yeah, it's gonna be very likely that we're gonna play this again. But yeah, for some reason, I mean, yeah, lots of people submitted lots of Christmassy games for December for the Zeal wheel, and we played the majority of them, but there were still quite a few left over. And then for some reason, I just left the wheel too late. Hence why, that's why we're playing Christmas Lemmings on Good Friday. Because why not? But then again, I heard from some people want, at least in America, that there's something called summer Christmas. And I've never even heard of that. So that's, I don't know, maybe that's like an April Fool thing. I've just like righteously got fooled from that. But otherwise, summer Christmas is like, what the heck? Oh, you reckon the two of them are connected? I don't know. Like, do they have advent calendars and stuff? Because surely all the chocolate would melt. Your Christmas is always in summer? That's because, wait a minute, because it gets sunny around December, doesn't it, in Australia? Is that what you're referring to? What's the next level? They cannot be stopped. I'm trying to, yeah, because it's been a little while since we made and tested out the levels, so it's kind of fun to get into. Okay, so we only got bashers and diggers. So the objective is to hit that switch, which will open up that exit. And to do so, yeah, only got. So we have to like do a continuous sort of flow sort of thing. Something like that. Don't know why I did that for. So yeah, only diggers and bashers, nothing else. I think we've mucked this up completely. You'll be delighted to know. But let's just find out. We were supposed to bash more to the left than the right. But hey, easy done. Not quite save them. Maybe save them so they end up in an inevitable demise. Yeah, we messed this up. Let's try that again. Oh yeah, we could have nuked him, couldn't we? So that's what you kind of want to do. You kind of want to continuously dig right and left. So that guy will hit the switch. We can't stop that lemming from dying, but we can rescue all these guys. And you don't need too many. The quota isn't too high on this one, because I realised that it's a bit of a obscure level. Minimalism to the max. What we got here? 100 lemmings plus a neutral, 91 to be saved. This is where I've become my own worst enemy. Now I'm trying to figure out my own deviousness. So we got a glider. This is it. So NeoLemmix was where I made all these levels. So all this was like, oh yeah. For some reason, I put a giant blue ball on top of a snowman for his head. So, yeah, glider's a different skill. They sort of like float diagonally. I think they kind of You see them in Lemmings 2 as well, don't you? I think the objective is to just like block them off. Where do you want to be safe? What was I thinking? Okay, so that's obviously deliberate because you can't like you. I think I was supposed to. The mindset is that you're supposed to have a blocker there and there for each section, whilst that lemming walks up and hits that switch to open up the exit. But there's one blocker shy. Why is that? I think it's because at the bottom we need to build a bridge. So it stops those guys. Oh, they go through the blocker anyway. I think this is how it's supposed to be done. So that... Oh, forgot to block that bit as well. So that way you don't have to worry about all the lemmings there. And yeah, otherwise a very short level, hence the 1 minute time limit. Oh no. You've already made it weird by highlighting that message, Unicron. Did we not succeed? Was that not enough? Oh no, that's fine. We rescued 94. Sorry to make things weird, but thank you for these streams. You don't know this, but your streams help people like me get through life. And you've helped me a lot in the past. Oh my god, Unicron. That's not making things weird at all. I think a lot of people have, get through, have a lot of problems in your life, and I'm actually surprised that I'm one of those people. So, yeah, I think it's weird because I do tend to slag off a lot of people as well, but I do it in love. I do it in love. But no, thanks for your kind message. That's the true way to slay me, is with kindness and love. I am like the, what is it? Oh, what's that? King Kong. It was love that defeated him. Yes. What I'm trying to say is I'm the streaming equivalent of King Kong. Yes, I'm actually a giant, massive gorilla that steals one blonde girl and then destroys a lot of planes. And yeah, to be fair, streaming has helped me a lot as well because, like when I don't stream, I just like I feel kind of like, I know there's people close to me as well, but I don't know, there's a bit of like you do tend to feel a bit alienated. I think for a lot of people, just like streaming is just like, I know it sounds a bit dark, but it's just like one step away from just like talking to the mirror. I mean, sometimes I talk to myself just for like practice anyway. But yeah, you know what I mean. Right, we got pickups here. We got pickups on this here level. I think we only have one lemming. Well, technically we have more lemmings over there, but we only have control. You're only really supposed to control this one. So it's like a mini assault course. So you're supposed to mine down there, jump at the right time to go across this bit, grab the climber emotes, and then jump and cling onto that wall. So now that we've made him a climber, this is what I quite like with Lemmings. I think you could do this on Lemmings 2 as well, just have him climb and latch onto walls. I don't know if we missed the floater or not. Yeah, we did, damn it. Yeah, that's another thing about pickups, you have to be right on them. Like, even if you just like sort of clip them and it doesn't count. Okay, that should do it. Yeah, there we go. So you have to wait till he collects the floater before we make him a floater. And then do one more jump there. And then we collect all these 4 tokens. They're all bombers. Notice that those numbers are going up. So that's the way to sort of free these guys, is by sacrificing a few of them. Oh yeah, one other thing with NeoLemmix, you'll notice that the bombers blow up automatically. Sadly, there's no counter. I don't know why they chose to do that. It's just they did. I know that they called it NeoLemmix because it's like a cross between. It's more predominantly Lemmings, but it's got like Lix mechanics as well. Lix is like another platformer puzzler that's very similar to Lemmings, and when they're assigned the exploder skill, they just detonate automatically. Maybe it's just to make things easier, but I kind of like the, you know, the countdown from 5 to 0. They got that countdown if you nuke them, but not when you just like explode them individually. Oh, it looks like he's multiplying, Jim. So there's also the cloner skill, which basically makes 1 lemming 2. And if you have lots of that skill, yeah, because look, you start off with only 2 lemmings, but it's expected that you need to save 80. Oh yeah, so we pretty much maximize the cloner skill here. So there we go. And let's see, where do we start? Does it matter where we start? Oh, I noticed the electric trap there. Okay, there's actually 2 lemmings in there. But we want to nuke this guy. Oh, he's going to fall too far, isn't he? What about precision bombing? So we've got 2 lemmings on that one. So he's going to die, but because they're grouped up tightly, they're going to bypass that trap and activate that switch. And then it's just a case of multiplying the rest of them. Are they going to survive that? I hope so. Oh, there's got to... Nope. Lots of squishing. Why am I sucking up my own levels? This is unacceptable. And that's how you make 2 lemmings become many, with the multiplications of the cloning skill. I know they cloned sheep. Did they actually clone lemmings or other animals? I'm sure they did. Like, I'm sure someone thought of the idea of cloning turkeys, especially for like, Christmas and Thanksgiving. There was also a cloning vat, wasn't there, in Red Alert 2? Oh god, why did I make this level? This one's horrible. Why did I put myself through this? What's going on? So basically, yeah, using the cloning skill, we need to make the first lemming a glider, I think, straight away. So you can collect all the cloning tokens. So it looks like you'll bypass them. That's because you will. That's where you need to use the cloning skills here to grab them. Missed that one. I don't know if you have to save. I don't know if you have to be like really accurate with this. We just need to save the majority of them. Oh, I think we're shy, aren't we? Oh no, we're not. Okay, we just. Oh yeah, rescued 8. Okay. Try again. And like with Licks, NeoLemmix also gives you like a replay mode as well. So you can sort of replay. So if you like make a mistake at the end, you can just replay it and then just like correct the mistake at the end bit. Okay, we collected all of them and then just like clone the rest. There we go. So yeah, it's Lemmings, but not as you know it. Jack of all trades. I think this basically involves one lemming doing a lot of multitasking. Oh, that's excuse me, that skill there is a laserer. There's a laser blaster in Lemmings too that sort of like blasts vertically upwards. This one has it, but it's more of a diagonal slant. And, oh, can we jump over that? Looks like it because we haven't got any builders. So lots of multiple jumping here. And then as we fall down, so it looks like he's floating down and then landed on that trap. So you make him a cloner. So then the other clone faces the other way, and then you continue the jump in there. Do we have enough jumpers? 3, 2, 1, yeah. And then is that the right thing to do? I think we need to jump. I think we need to laser it from the other end. Yeah, so start there, and then it blasts all the way diagonally so they all drop through. And then even though you got 5 bombers, you only need 1. And the other 4 are kind of like red herrings just to sort of fool you to thinking you need more. Okay, so there we have that. Okay, so we go from like really quick levels to really long levels. This one is 9 minutes. Whereas hopefully we'll beat it within that time limit, but yeah. Oh yeah, you noticed these tokens before. These are kind of like little trophies that you can assign when you're editing the levels. So this one just says Minimalist Marvel. If you beat this level, that's what you get as a reward. So yeah, lots of building required. You've got 30 builders and there's additional stuff here as well. More bridge builders, some cloners and gliders, I think there. Some gliders, he says, noting that there's 99 there. I really hate this weather as well because it's 1 minute gets like really warm, next it's like we get like a southern breeze. I always have like a jacket on standby, so like I'm wearing t-shirt and then just like jackets over it, just like within like every 10 minutes. So yeah, it's a bit of a weird level. The first part is just like minimalist, but you have to do a lot, and then I forget what you have to do. I think you need a block around there as well. Oh yeah, I forgot there's neutral lemmings roaming around as well. So yeah, you got a lot of these guys. They're just like bog standard neutral lemmings. There's nothing special about them. They're just like extra lemmings to rescue if need be. It's almost like they're waiting for us to get to this spot. Also, beginning one, why I didn't include any platformers on the level. They're like bridge builders, except they just like build directly horizontally. You see them in Lemmings 2 as well. So that's the reason why I made this level 9 minutes long, because all of this bit, that's taken up 4 alone. And we got the choice of either building a bridge to the left or having every single lemming a glider. Which we'll have to make them glide down here, I reckon. Just on this bit. And don't worry, they won't get electrocuted on the Christmas lights. So yeah, notice that glider going from 5 to 99, that gets all maxed out. So yeah, obviously they're going to survive all, well, they're going to survive all those falls, but definitely not that one. So that's why we need to make all these guys a bunch of floaters and gliders. Probably don't have to make them glide there because they might bounce back on that wall and then go that way. And that's the cool thing about making them cloners as well. When they're in the middle of making a bridge, they saw that split up and continue building with the remainder of the steps. Okay, let's start gliding them all. Okay, all of those are gliders now. Oh, except except that guy. We'll make him a floater. Oh, this. Oh no, the residue lemmings. Like, by all accounts, this should have been the very last level in my custom made holiday lemmings, just because it's kind of, it's kind of like, it feels like a finale, doesn't it? It's big, meaty, adventurous. It's got a hefty time limit, but you're going to need all that time. It's just got a mixture of everything. Starts off all kind of like weird and stuff, and then finally gets into Christmas territory. Oops. He bashed the wrong way. Ah, doesn't matter, the rest of the guys can be sorted out. Okay, and that's it, job done, although not much of a time limit left, so I think we cut that down to the wire. Okay, and there we go. Just as it hits the buzzer. Now, unlike all the other Lemming games, on NeoLemmix, when the timer runs out, the game still keeps going. The level still keeps running. However, all other Lemmings that go into the exits, they don't count. Actually, where's the other guy? Oh, that's right, he was all the way over there. Forgot about that chap. So there we go. We needed 80, we rescued 118. Oh, it took a little bit longer there. Okay. And as you've seen, like sometimes lemmings spill out the trapdoor, other times lemmings are already present in the level. So that's kind of cool in that regard. This one's a shortish level, only one screen pretty much, yep. And you get jumpers, lasers, and bombers. And I think you just like control one lemming, and even though the rest are blockers. And as you can see, when you highlight them, you see a brolly above their head. At least with the neutral guys, that means they are floaters by default. So yeah, basically you're just hopping over the blockers. There's teleporters as well, because why the heck not? So yeah, it's a bit of a weird one. I think you're supposed to just, I don't know what we got there, 5. Yeah, I think you're actually supposed to detonate the blockers. Who would have thought? They're just in the way. So yeah, basically destroy all the lemmings on the bottom, rescue all the lemmings on the top. Except we forgot about this guy. It's not the end of the world, because we've got some jumpers left as well. We can just jump over the exit. And there's plenty of lasers as well, so you can miss a few times. I think we missed him again. Oh no, we haven't. There we go. Gee, I wonder where it could be. Oh, I can even see it on the thumbnail. So yeah, we hidden the exit on this one, but I saw like only partially hid it. 50 lemmings, 30 to be safe. So yeah, as you can see, the difficulties are very much up and down. You know, there isn't like it's not like a steady increase in difficulty, and it sort of maintains that kind of upwards ascent. I try to do it in like ebbs and flows, so you get like some really difficult levels and then like 1 or 2 easy ones, just to sort of make you enjoy the game a bit more. And let's see. First one floater, then just build across perhaps. Oh no, they bypass it. That's not good. We did the same thing, didn't we? No, not quite. Not quite. So yeah, even though you can float down, it's that's probably the better way to sort of descend down there, using a combination of bridges and tunnels. We can safely release this blocker, and when I say safely, I mean blow the pants out of him. And then we sort of try to mine down and reveal the rest of the exits. And that's kind of it, really. Nothing really overly complex. There's a Christmas pudding in the shape of an exit, and we are determined to be inside it. Build up or build straight. Some of these are just as much a challenge to me, because again, it's been such a while since I've made some of these levels. It seems kind of entertaining trying to figure out my own creations. So you need to make one of those lemmings a floater, but he needs to fall first, free fall, and then grab that floater icon. Meanwhile, you're supposed to use 6 bombers to go down here, and then they get caught on the bridge. I think that was my thought process into that one. Just trying to remember, what would we need here? Maybe, I think, yeah, we've got some platformers as well, so they build horizontally. I think we need a platformer first, and then build across that bit, and then platform across that bit, and then build across that bit. So big long drop, catches the brolly. Have to get this builder just right as well. And yeah, get the platform out over there. It's quite cool the way the bridge is sort of highlighted, so it can sort of like, that's why I've like done a few more sort of like, you know, tricky levels based on that. So you can sort of like determine, you know, just like when to build it. Because if you just like had the regular lemmings, you'd have to just like rely on lots of like trial and error. Okay, I think that's it. Let's find out. I don't think it's going to be enough, is it? Because some of them already got squished. Oh wait, there's 41 lemmings. So I think we've done it. I'm not sure. Yeah, that's the reason why we made him a platformer there, so that they can walk back there. If we made him a builder, they would just like they'll completely leave that bridge and then just go straight into the water. Ah, there we go. Yeah, we nearly did it. I was quite harsh on this one. However, that's where the replay feature comes into play quite effectively. We can just, because everything else up to that point was fine. Okay, so blow up the blocker. Okay, that's really cutting it fine. They just spill. It doesn't look like it, but they spilled out that pixel. And it okay, and I've kind of like bypassed what I said earlier. It looks like you don't need to have that as a platformer. We could have just actually, I don't know. I don't know. Because even if you made a builder there, I think with a horizontal platform, they might have just fallen to their death anyway. Okay, this is a couch potato free zone. So basically, oh, okay, so 20 lemons and they all need to be saved. And there's only 2 minutes to. So we've got swimmers. Swimmers are predominantly featured in Lemmings 2. And yeah, basically just they swim across water. What else do you need to do? But note that you only got 15 of them. So you got 15 for them. Yeah, it's quite... It involves a lot of little handiwork. Okay, so you run out of swimmers, but there's still 5 more lemmings to drop by. So without swimmers, you have to rely on them jumping over the water instead. So that's where the platformers come into play. You don't have to. You don't have to make the platforms there. As long as you have one platformer there and one platformer there, you can build the third platformer there if you wanted to. But yeah, just keep a wary eye down there. Because this requires a bit of multitasking. There we go. And I made the time limit just right, so you don't need to bother with upping the release rates. Alemzander the Third. Why did I call it Alemzander the Third? Oh, because there's 3 trapdoors, yeah, obviously. And yeah, this one's divided into 3 sections. You've got 3 trapdoors there and 3 separate exits. There's a few pickups as well. So it's just a case of what do you go with first. Actually, I'm trying to remember what that skill is. That looks like a platformer. I think you need the 3 builders across there. I think you need to start with... Wait for that lemming to grab those platforms. Oh, I just noticed the death trap there. So what you want to do is mine that. Otherwise you walk up and get crushed by that giant icicle. And then wait until they pick this up. I think that's a platformer, so we can get to work already. Yeah, there we go. So we've got 3 bridge builders. We need to use 1 bridge builder there and 2 on that one. And to block this bit off, we need to use the platformer. But there's a few floaters as well, because there will be a few people dropping down on that bit. So once that bit's sealed off, just 2 builders there. I don't know. I don't like complimenting my own stuff, but I quite like this level because you sort of like focus on each section at a time. And then once you pick up more stuff, you kind of like clock in what you do for the rest of the level. So now we pick up the glider once he finishes building. So the reason why we have 20 climbers is because, well, they can all make it here actually. But we want one of the climbers to be a glider as well. So rather than drop right down and go back to the exit, he will bypass the exit instead. Yeah. So that way he'll climb, and you see that other minor symbol there. We want to grab that. So he's going to fall down and glide to collect that one. And then once that's collected, we can just mine down from there to there. And yeah, because there's lots of climbers, we might as well make all the climbers, select all the lemmings down there as climbers. And pretty much job done. Yeah, the release rate is quite slow as well. Oh, and just in time because we're just over the hour, so I just wait for the lemmings to be saved, and yeah, that wraps up the recording of, well, I guess the second part of Holiday Lemmings 24 to 25, and expect part 3 sometime between another few days and sometime next year. But yeah, hope you enjoyed that little flurry of lemmingness. What is in store for us next time? Oh, we suddenly transition from snow to jungle. Enjoy. I'm sure we will.